Hello, dearly beloved. Welcome to this reading. We are here to see what is it that you need to know right now. What are the messages that want to come across for you at this moment? Okay. I hope you all have been having a lovely day. Okay, what are the messages wanted to come across? I feel like hi Divya. I feel like you're feeling ruled out right now. Maybe you might be feeling lonely, left out, or there is this feeling of being alone, basically, that you might be experiencing. With this image, this beautiful image coming out, and the message is sovereignty. Stand up firmly for what is true, even if it means standing alone. Yeah, that's what I was feeling with this image. You feel like you have been working or trying extra hard to achieve something, or maybe this just might be the need to be heard. It feels like you need to do a little bit of extra convincing, or you need to put a lot of energy to be heard by the people around you. And right now I feel like this situation is helping you to draw in the courage from within, from the core of your being, so that you can stand up firmly for what is true, for what is your innermost truth at the core of it. Things that you feel are important and correct. You are being guided to, I feel like almost you are being secluded so that you can remember your own power, so that you can come into your own sovereignty of being. You have all of the divine support and guidance that you need. You already have all of the support, all of the guidance that is required at this moment. I feel like you are alone, but you're never lonely, right? You're never lonely because God, source, light, love is always there by your side. Your highest self is always guiding you, even at the deepest, darkest moments. Also, I feel like you might be very introverted most of the times, and that's a good thing. But you're also recognizing the importance of speaking up. It's like you are being taught that. You're being taught when to speak, and to speak with conviction, to speak with confidence. Things that you believe in, things that are important to you. Spirit is asking you to pay special attention to those things right now. Otherwise, you'll just be like seaweed going through the waves, So, yes, there is divine flow. Yes, there is divine unfoldment. Everything is happening on its own. And there needs to be surrender. Yes, but there are times to surrender and there are times to act. So right now I feel like you are being called to act. You are being called to stand up for what is important for you. Things that are not okay with you, you have the space available. You need to create that space within you, and the space externally also will be made available to you once you learn how to voice out. I feel like you are someone who's too sweet, too mellow. You have always been too extremely kind, extremely generous. And then there is a Taoist saying, that if a water is too pure, there will be no fish in it, right? So it has both sort of understandings, but here in this case, this is a metaphor for if you're too sweet, too kind, it's like you are actually in a people pleasing mode. You're living for others, not for yourself, not being authentic to who you are, to what you hold important in life, to what matters to you, what really is close to your heart. God has given you that space to live your life. You're here to live your life. You're not here to just play a certain character in others' story. You are your own main character. You are being called to step into your own lead energy. That's why the sovereignty card is here. New fact about water and fish. Yeah, look at this. I have the mask coming out. And in ancient folk traditions, in lore, there has been a very special place for masks, because mask provides you with a certain change of character, and it is an essential part of storytelling. But ultimately it's a character that you take on to yourself. It's not who you truly are. Wow, this is I feel like, dear one, if you're watching this, you are being put into a very, very uncomfortable position. But what is happening is that you are being pushed around to sort of like step into your own authentic version of self. It's like, what are you? Who are you? Who are you truly behind all of these masks, behind this character, this identity that you have taken up? Because God wants you to live your life truly, fully, as the sun appears in all its glory. Holy Spirit wants you to show up. They want you to show up in your full capacity. You are being called to step into your own full potential, and there might have been certain fears in you with regards to not being accepted, with regards to being hated, not receiving the validation. So I feel like all of this is coming up so that you can recognize the mask and understand that you are pure consciousness, you are pure awareness. Deep down beneath it all, look at this. This is not darkness. This is pure consciousness, right? It seems to be like the mind understands consciousness to be dark, to be void, but void is not black. Right? It's pure divine light. What else is coming across for you? I feel like there might be certain apprehensions, fears that you might be holding with regards to future as well. Like there is a risk involved for you. It's like losing something into the future if you start speaking your mind, if you start speaking your heart, if you start showing up with all of your confidence, in your own boldness, in your own weirdness. I feel like your mind is telling you that you might lose out on an opportunity, or you might lose out on a privilege or a relationship, but God is saying that it is going to surprise you and shock you, because you are going to deepen into it. There's going to be more of it. There's going to be more of this positivity, because you are comfortable in your own skin. And when you relax into your own essence of being, everything starts unfolding very naturally, very, very harmoniously. There is no force required. There is no I feel like it's going to unfold quite beautifully and naturally for you right now. The merchant, self-worth and trade. Look at this. So I feel like with this card, you have been walking a very thin line. You have been trying to balance everything in your reality. I feel like you are a person who is a peacemaker in a situation of argument and fight and debate going on. When things go very loud, and violent, I feel like you are the person who comes along and you try to calm both sides down. You play the role of a peacemaker, because I'm seeing the balance here. You are someone who really values peace before anything else. But what has happened is that constantly taking up this role of being the peacemaker, you yourself have lost your own direction. You do not need to be diplomatic all of the time. Playing diplomatic is playing safe. Not willing to hurt anyone, not willing to, correct anyone, not willing to guide anyone in the correct direction. Yes, so you can speak your mind. It is safe to speak your mind. It is safe to share your thoughts. It is safe to share your feelings, dear one. And I feel like you have so much to give to this world with all of these apples around. I feel like there is a lot of wisdom that you have cultivated within yourself, and God wants you to start sharing it now. Balancing out the scales. Being fair to yourself. You have been extremely kind, extremely thoughtful of others. You have been fair and just for others. But have you been fair to yourself? Have you been fair to yourself? Because I'm receiving the word self-worth and trade. In want of peace, you have actually traded your truth. That's what I'm getting. You've been called to recognize and remember that you have so much of importance, dear one. You hold a very important place in your life, even though people around you may not think you to be important, or they do not pay mind to what you have to share, or maybe you give a lot of advice and opinions and wisdom, but people don't follow it, and thus that caused you to keep everything to yourself, to keep everything within, to not share it. But it's almost like I feel like that God is sending you such light right now. There is so much of brightness, there is so much of power and confidence that is coming into you. It's just a matter of you sitting up, taking notice of that and claiming it. You are a deeply introvert person, dear one. And I feel like you have a lot of wisdom. Again and again it's coming. Look at this bottom of the deck. I have Tao. So you have a lot of wisdom to share with others. But you keep on questioning your mind. You keep on questioning yourself due to self-worth, due to lack of belief in self. And God is saying that it is safe to come out now. It is safe to step out. It is safe to take up space. It is safe for you to, start expanding, to voice out your own needs and emotions. Be empty, be still, allow. Anything that you control controls you. Flow is the way of Tao. Yeah, but I feel the opposite energy is coming in for you. I feel like you have been following this. You have been allowing surrender. You have been allowing release of control. You don't want to control things. There's no need for you to control things around you. And that itself is a great blessing. It's a great power that is given unto you by God. But right now I feel like you are being called to take control and step into your own action mode, to claim what is yours rightly. These are the words coming in. You have to be able to claim what is yours rightly. What else do you need to know right now? To the one watching this, you are a healer. You are a wonderful healer, dear one. You may be called to wearing opal, the stone, which has a lot of rainbow colors inside. You are being called to wear it. If you have been seeing it in your dreams, if you have been seeing opal all around, this is a sign for you. You're being called to work with opal, not opalite. Opalite is not a natural stone, it's a man-made synthetic stone, but opal is a very rare, very natural stone. Comes quite expensive as well, but it's a beautiful stone, beautiful crystal to work with, as it carries all of the 7 colors of the rainbow, so it provides a balancing within, and there is an inner harmonization which is taking place within you. Okay, this is also what I'm getting for you. It's like you have been so introspective. You keep on absorbing. It's like you are this beautiful big sponge, dear one, who keeps on absorbing. It's like you are such a beautiful listener. You have ears open for anyone who needs you. And that is why you're such a quick learner. That is why you hold such wisdom within. But this wisdom isn't put into practice yet, and that is because you keep on doubting and second guessing yourself, because your energy has been introverted all this time, and you are a very good judge of character as well. So you have this God-given ability to correct others in their path, to bring justice to others as well, right? And when does that happen? That happens when you start speaking out, when you become sharp in your observation, and you also become sharp in your tongue. Sharpness of tongue is required right now, dear one. It's very, very important that you learn to allow yourself to speak, to express what you find is wrong. If there is something wrong happening, I feel like it is safe for you to stand up and provide justice for someone else for once. Also, I'm getting the stone peridot. So wearing opalite, peridot, also cat's eye, it might help you at this point of time. There's profound healing taking place within you. And your presence is wildly healing. I feel like when you stay so quiet, people get triggered. People around you, some of the people feel uncomfortable around your silence. And that is because you trigger their demons. Your silence, just the look in your eyes, it triggers certain people around, because they feel judged. And on the contrary, you are not judging, you're just holding space, you're just being quiet, you're just being in your observational mode. But it's just the energy that you hold, because here I'm not only seeing the snake with the 3 heads, but I'm also seeing Ouroboros, which represents the dying of the ego. You have so much to share with the world, dear one. I feel like all of the colors that I see right now, they are beautiful. You have a very beautiful energy. You are someone who is being called to step into your power now. Stop doubting yourself. Stop second guessing yourself, dear one. You have a beautiful light. You have a beautiful aura, beautiful energy. A very powerful magnetic energy which is healing for others, healing, revealing. And you love dealing. I feel like you love dealing with people as well. You love to be around people. And you are very, I feel like you are quite satisfied as a soul. You're very satisfied. I feel like you don't have many desires. I don't feel like you're someone who goes out of your way to ask for things. Because God is saying to you right now, it's like I have given you the entire sky. I have given you the entire sky. You will understand what these words mean for you. But I don't want to get into the explanation of it. I have given you the entire sky. Yeah, the cave. Everything that I've been talking about. So this is a space of safety. This is a space of safe haven. This is a space of sanctuary that you provide for others. You are the cave. You yourself are the cave. You are an introverted soul. Yes, वो सब मैंने बोल दिया पहले. You're someone who's quiet. You're someone who's withdrawn and introspective. And you represent the energy of the cave, but you are also the cave for others. And what cave for me represents is providing the natural space of safety, not being judged. People feel that they can come up to you and open up about stuff, deep stuff, dark stuff, but because the cave itself is quite dark, and thus it doesn't judge. But I feel like you provide a sanctuary for many people around. Just a second, I have to get the door. Okay. So true, I've been thinking about it since morning. Thank you about sharing what I know. कैसा लग रहा है मुझे through and through read करके मज़ा आया. Yeah, because this is beautiful, and look at the cards. I mean, if you're still here, Divya, just have a look at the cards. See, this is the first image that I received. It's an energy of being secluded, being alone, and this is the second card that I received with the balancing scales and the apples and just the energy of it all. Then I have the healer and the cave, and lastly the mask, and then I have the mirror as well. This again is a very beautiful card. If you look at it, it's a shard of mirror, and I almost see obsidian in it. I don't see regular glass, but I'm literally seeing gold sheen obsidian in this card, which is acting as a mirror. Mirror itself is obsidian itself has mirror-like qualities because it's volcanic glass, and also it has reflective capacity. So okay, this is what I'm getting. The darkness that you hold within, some things that you don't share with others, because you hold this dark part of yourself quite close. I feel like when you allow yourself to speak the truth, it comes out in a very sharp and a very blunt way, and you fear hurting others. You fear hurting others' feelings. You fear hurting others' beliefs, and creating discomfort for them. So that is why I feel like you naturally have been keeping quiet a lot. But Spirit is saying when you keep things to yourself, you are also holding back the opportunity for the other person to see themselves, to recognize themselves, to shine. So you are being called to speak your truth, whatever it is. It might be a dark aspect that you see in others. Do not hold yourself back in calling them out. And you can always speak your truth with love, with ease, with grace. It's always possible for you to speak the truth with grace. You can always speak your truth with love as well. It's just that we don't know how. We all are learning it. It is quite difficult because we haven't seen many people who speak the truth that way, with love in their hearts. But we are learning in the process. We are recognizing how to be our own authentic self in front of others. And when we tap into that comfort within self, we create that super, super comforting, super healing space for others as well. Also, I'm getting something about a brass bell. Kind of a bell, a large bell that you see in temples, that you find in temples. So this might be something about sound healing, sound cleansing, singing bowls. Maybe you have bowls around. You're being called to use them, cleanse your energy. That Sound frequency, sound resonance can help you elevate your energies at this point of time and make you feel much more centered and grounded. It's also going to activate certain DNA codes within you, I feel, at this point of time specifically. So this might either be a very large singing bowl or a large bell, or a very tiny one, like a very, very tiny one with a very high pitched sound. You're going to benefit from both at this point of time. What else? What else do you need to know? What else? Void, there it is. I spoke of the void. Think nothing, be nothing, know nothing. Wisdom. So this is a beautiful tying into the entire reading, dear one. It's like I'm really honored to be reading for you. It feels like such an honor to read for you, because your energy is so wise. Definitely, I feel like you are a seer, or you are definitely an old timer soul. You are an old soul who is learning to navigate the ways of the world. Your internal world is very beautiful, and the void speaks to us about letting go of who you think yourself to be, this persona, this identity, this personality that you have. The personality is very much required to interact with the world. Like right now, I'm interacting with you in a certain way, in a certain energy, right? That is my persona. But if I shed this persona, simply the void remains. There is nothingness, only nothingness. There is only conscious awareness. So think nothing, be nothing, know nothing, and come back to these words again and again. That's going to help you expand your understanding of self, what self really means. You might be called to water bodies as well right now at this point of time. You might be called to certain wells, canals, also I'm feeling lakes, or that you might be seeing a lot of whirlpools in the water. That also represents the void, just like this image. You might be seeing that. The last card that I have is wisdom. Utilize the negative qualities of anger, doubt, deception, lust, worthlessness, hypocrisy, etc. to raise your awareness. And I have the number 7. You might be seeing 777 or 777 a lot. You might be seeing 1717 a lot. These are quantum coordinates, markers from your highest self, which is letting you know that everything is unfolding at the perfect divine timing. These coordinates also remind you to be present within your body, to hold awareness that everything is unfolding beautifully in the highest best good for all. And you are being called to alchemize all of the negative qualities that you think you hold. Everyone has darkness. Everyone holds negative qualities within them. There is the dark and there is the light. But these negative qualities that you see within yourself and others, they take you closer to divine. They help you raise your awareness, because they show you the not divine. What is the not divine? Divine is everything, but there are certain light qualities and there are certain dark qualities that exist everywhere. So these negative qualities are right now showing you the way. They are leading the way. They are showing you the way to light. So thank them. Thank them for being here. It's really interesting. This reading was really magical, really something. I really hope this helps you, this resonated with you. I love you so much. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys around.